Welcome, everybody, to the first virtual HeartBrite annual wine soiree and auction. After 17 years at Bonterra, this is our first virtual event. Most of us really weren't prepared for the changes and challenges that 2020 has brought us. HeartBrite, as a specialty clinic, is seeing increasing numbers of uninsured patients that are the most vulnerable of our community and the most severely impacted by this pandemic.
We are fortunate to have extraordinary volunteer physicians and a loyal support team working tirelessly to help existing patients and the new referrals we receive every day from area hospitals and agencies. The greatest percentage of our patients are uninsured, they're working poor, and many working 2 jobs still with very few options to deal with the hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease that they live with every day.
So thanks to each of you that have been with us. Some of you have been with us for many, many years, and we appreciate that support. Absolutely. You're helping those with the greatest needs in the community, giving them help and hope. And it's great to hear from many of our loyal supporters. Those of you that are new with us tonight will be hearing from some of our loyal supporters in the introduction here. So tonight's a celebration with great people, great wine, and good fun. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So we're not going to be able to hear what they're saying.
Hi, everyone. Sarah French here from WCNC Charlotte, your local NBC station. I'm sad we can't all be together this year for the event. I always loved emceeing, but I am so happy you all are here virtually. From the moment I met Claire and she asked me to be a part of this event a couple years ago, I was blown away by her story and what she's done to help our community. I even shared her story in our Carolina Has Heart series. Being able to see her clinic firsthand, where 90% of patients are below the national poverty level and the doctors are volunteers, I was just amazed. HeartBrite has stayed open throughout this pandemic and continue to receive new patients. It is so important that we support what they are doing to help so many people in our area. So please raise a glass for Claire, her husband Tom, and everyone involved with HeartBrite. You are doing incredible work, and we cannot thank you enough. Cheers.
We're all on the move with different places to go. Whether you're starting your day or coming home to say goodnight. Whether you prefer playing hard or taking it easy. Watching the world go by or navigating it. Committing or staying flexible. We all need to move. It's how we move that is changing. Cox Automotive is driving the future of mobility, providing the industry with state-of-the-art services and technology. Powering end-to-end fleet services for every vehicle. From reconditioning and maintenance to sustainable detailing, charging, and beyond. Managing fleets for optimal performance. Keeping them where they belong, in service and on the road. Empowering flexible consumer mobility options by developing intelligent technology for our partners. No matter who we are, where we're going, or what we do when we get there, we move. Fueling the art and science of moving people, now and for generations to come. Cox Automotive Mobility.
Well, hey, everybody, it's David Porter. I'm awfully excited to be associated with the HeartBright events again this year, and particularly excited that our friend Claire has been able to figure out how to bring this one to you virtually. You know, the Soiree has been an awfully big deal for a lot of years. It's gotten bigger and bigger, and a lot of the great folks that have been associated with and supported of the HeartBright work are going to be a part of a different event this year. Safely joining from their homes, as my wife Lisa and I are excited about doing. I'm confident that all the smart people that Claire has endeared to herself and to her organization will be having a great time from home and drinking some great wine. It's been my pleasure to be associated with HeartBright for almost half my life. I've known Tom and Claire for the better part of 25 years. Love the fact that Claire Blocker took something that was a very personal, very close event to her. She had hardship at an early part of her life, and she decided that she was going to make the world a better place because of that. And she's done so much to help folks that ordinarily wouldn't be able to get the type of care that HeartBright endorses. So we are just excited to be able to sponsor HeartBright, both personally and professionally. It's one that we will never give up on, and we're confident that next year we'll be able to get together and have dinner together. But this one's going to be fun. It's going to be a little different. When Tom and Chris get up there and ask you to open your hearts and open your wallets, it's a pretty compelling story. So I'll be looking forward to doing that, and hope you'll do it with me.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Hamilton. I'm the chairperson of the Soiree committee this year. I know it's a little different, but we want to thank everyone for their support so far. And, you know, this year it's been a difficult year, but we've continued our mission and look forward to continuing in the future and, hoping everybody can help, raise the paddle, raise the glass this year to keep the foundation, functioning and taking care of those less fortunate than all of us in here watching this. I've been involved with Heartbright for almost 7 years now, and I couldn't be prouder of everything I've seen and take part of happening. Have a good night and bid high.
Good evening and welcome to the Heartbright Soiree. I'm Dr. James Roberts and I'm the medical director of the Cardiac Resource Center. This is my wife, Sandra Raymore, who's also a doctor and one of our volunteer physicians. 2020 has been a difficult year for just about everyone and certainly has hit our Charlotte community pretty hard. At the Heartbright Cardiac Resource Center clinic, we treat patients who probably need it the most. Our patients are not people who can easily shelter at home. They're certainly not people who can work from home. They're essential workers who work 2 or 3 jobs and have to go out every day and come home to a family situation that may have 2 or 3 generations of people who are most prone to the virus. We understood that and we tried our best to protect our patients and had to scale back some of our services and certainly had to scale back a lot of our fundraising activities this year. And that's why this is so important, because these patients are uninsured or underinsured and really need the healthcare services. So please remember that everything you do to support us, for every dollar we raise, 93 cents goes directly to patient care, and these are the people who need it most. Nadia?
I certainly echo JR's sentiments, and I'd like to encourage everyone to support Heartbright as you've done so admirably in previous years.
Let's raise a glass. Cheers.
For over 30 years, Metro Tech Automotive has helped people protect their cars. And now during the pandemic, Metro Tech is also here to protect you, the members of our community. When the virus hit, we immediately started to manufacture hand sanitizer, disinfectant, and sent that to all of our partners all across the country. Whether it's helping you live a healthy lifestyle with the Heart Bright Foundation or helping you stay safe, Metro Tech cares.
Well, I think as the market's changed and customers will expect different things, faster service, you have to change with the times. History's taught me, just deal with the people you can trust.
Hello, good evening. Joe Gigler here. Heartbright's work with families will impact generations. During this stressful time, the need for Heartbright's services is even greater. My wife Carol and I and Metro Tech Automotive are faithful supporters of Heartbright. It has been an honor and a pleasure to help Claire and Heartbright for the last 15 years. Claire's passion and dedication to Heartbright and our community is awe-inspiring. We are forever grateful for her leadership. Let's raise a glass together to toast Claire and Heartbright and all of its supporters. And let's make sure we all raise our paddles high tonight to ensure Claire and Heartbright have the funds necessary to continue to do the life-changing work they do. Fun is just a bit away. Have a great evening.
Hi, everybody. It's Melanie and Chad Wilson. We are happy to be here for our 9th Heartbright Soiree, bidding it up and spending money. We've been lucky enough to win several awesome trips, and we just love all the work that Claire does with Heartbright.
On a personal note, I'm very happy to support the work of Heartbright, because I'm a heart patient. It runs in my family, and I had triple bypass about 10 years ago. So we're very happy to support this cause.
And we always enjoy spending money. So cheers and spend more money.
Hi, I'm John Pasquini. I'm Medical Director of HeartBright. This is my wife, Jane. We are honored to be with you tonight. Although much progress has been made treating and preventing heart and vascular disease, much work remains to be done. HeartBright provides a vital service to the disadvantaged community by diagnosing the major risk factors leading to the development of heart and vascular disease. The program works on providing medications, working on lifestyle factors which all contribute to the development of heart and vascular disease. Thank you for your support of this important organization. So let's raise a glass to Claire and Tom Blocker and the entire HeartBright team for the work that they have provided to the underserved in Charlotte.
I love this car. And it says here on Auto Trader that you offer home test drives?
Yep, wouldn't be a problem at all.
That's great. Hey, buddy, can you do me a favor? Put some pants back on, please. Big boys wear pants, right?
I am a big boy.
Sorry, what was that? My kid just walked in.
Are you ready to get this home test drive started?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
You thought I was talking to you.
I thought you were talking to me.
You have pants on though, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's corporate policy.
Find dealers offering home services on Auto Trader.
Combining the innovative energy of Dealer.com with the best of Cox Automotive, we're delivering unmatched expertise and unrivaled data. The complete digital marketing solution.
For over 30 years, MetroTech Automotive has provided protection for your car. And for the past 15 years, MetroTech has supported the HeartBright Foundation as they have helped to protect your health. MetroTech cares about you.
Hello, this is Chris Sophia with the Reynolds & Reynolds Company. And we're super excited to be partnering again with the Heartbright Foundation for the 2021 Wine Soiree. First and foremost, I think it's super important to raise a glass and celebrate our successes. But also, I think it's a great time for us to kind of take a look in the mirror and figure out a way to dig a little bit deeper and give to the foundation, do a little bit more. And also, probably the most important thing is to educate others about the great work that the foundation does. The more people that we can get involved, the more money we can raise and the more successful we can be. So thank you and have a great evening.
Hello, we are Jordan Lipton, Beth Perry, and Marshall Silverman, three of the physicians at Signature Healthcare. As many of you know, Signature Healthcare is a concierge medical practice. We offer our patients 24/7 physician access and unparalleled medical services from our 2 locations. Our patients include business executives, preventive health advocates, house moms and dads, retirees, and those who simply want an advocate for their healthcare needs in our complex medical system. Unfortunately, not everyone in the Charlotte region has the resources to access quality health care, whether it be by way of a traditional medical practice or a concierge practice like ours.
And that's where the Heartbright Clinic comes in. For over 15 years, Heartbright has been providing life-saving medical care to our community's uninsured and underinsured population. Many of the patients who come to the clinic are employed but don't have access to employer-sponsored health insurance or have lost their jobs and the insurance along with them. About 10 years ago, one afternoon while working at the clinic, I congratulated a patient on having lost weight. She looked back at me and said, "I can't afford to buy food." Yikes. Without the clinic, these people would not be able to afford the services they need to stay healthy. It takes a village to provide the necessary services to our patients, from monitoring blood work, providing sample medications, education about healthy lifestyles, blood sugar monitoring supplies, and even food. The Heartbright Village does it all.
The doctors and the staff at Heartbright make a difference. Every year, we interact with thousands of patients who might otherwise fall between the cracks of our healthcare system. Our primary focus at Heartbright is cardiovascular disease prevention and management. But if we can improve the quality of life in our patients through some other healthcare intervention, and if we have the resources to act, we do. But without these resources, we are limited in the healthcare that we can provide. Heartbright's mission is both noble and vital. But to achieve this mission, everyone in the village has to play a part. And if you're not part of our HeartBright Village yet, we have plenty of room for you.
Hi, my name is Travis Wesley, and this is my wife, Chelsea. Carfax and our family have been supporting the HeartBright Foundation for many years now. Even though we live 1,000 miles away, we're blown away by the work that the HeartBright Foundation does and the hope that they provide for the thousands of people they serve every year in the Charlotte area.
You know, when the pandemic hit, all of our lives were turned upside down, and populations like the one that HeartBright serves became even more vulnerable. Many nonprofits were forced to cut back on their fundraising and therefore the services they provide. We're just really impressed that in the face of that adversity, HeartBright has actually stepped up and they're providing more services, which is really remarkable.
Absolutely. And guys, they need us now more than ever. Please dig deep and support this great organization and cause in any way that you can. Thanks so much and have a great night.
Thanks.
just looking for white.
Oh, great. We have high gloss, semi gloss, low gloss, no gloss, matte, flat, eggshell, satin.
Life doesn't need to be complicated, especially when buying a car. Edmunds can help you find the best cars, the best reviews, and the best deals all in one place. Edmunds.
For over 30 years, Metro Tech Automotive has helped people protect their cars. And now, during the pandemic, Metro Tech is also here to protect you, the members of our community. When the virus hit, we immediately started to manufacture hand sanitizer and disinfectant and sent that to all of our partners all across the country. Whether it's helping you live a healthy lifestyle with the Heart Bright Foundation or helping you stay safe, Metro Tech cares.
We're so embarrassed we overpaid for this used car. We don't even want to show our faces around here.
If you don't see me, you're not seeing the most accurate price. Shop at Carfax. You won't have to overpay on a used car again. Shop millions of great deals at the all-new Carfax.com.
Good evening. We're the Grooms family and proud supporters of the Heart Bright Foundation.
You're all aware of the incredible work that Heart Bright does with the underserved community here in Charlotte around metabolic syndrome, heart disease, and diabetes. But there's so much more. Heart Bright helps to instill a sense of hope and a sense of confidence in its patients, because if they can lower their numbers and beat metabolic syndrome, they feel that there's nothing they can't do. And this sense of confidence spills over into all facets of their lives. Also, Heart Bright recognizes that heart disease isn't an individual illness. It impacts families. And Heart Bright gives families the tools that they need in order to be successful. Last but not least, Heart Bright helps to remove obstacles. They've done so much to help people by providing tennis shoes for them to be able to go out and walk, finding sources of food so that they can eat better, and also providing test strips and medication for those that can't afford it.
So won't you please join us and dig deep to support an incredible organization.
Cheers.
Salute.
when I can take in everything that HeartBright has done, even in a normal year, but especially during this pandemic, I'm reminded of what Mr. Rogers has told all of us to do. And he said, when there's a problem and when there's an emergency, look for the helpers. And the helpers are the ones that run into the problem to try and create a solution, whereas everyone else might be running away. And I think that really exemplifies all that HeartBright is and does, that when the crisis happens, they look for ways to help, escalate, do more, ask more, involve more, and that's just a great example of everything that we should do. So I'm sorry we can't see you all this year at our annual HeartBright, but we look forward to toasting you in person next year.
Just as HeartBright has stepped up to fill the void that COVID has created, we also need to step up and really come through for HeartBright. So all the best, everybody, and we hope to see you next year.
Cheers.
Bye now.
I love this car. And it says here on Auto Trader that you offer home test drives?
Yep, wouldn't be a problem at all.
That's great. Hey, buddy, can you do me a favor? Put some pants back on, please. Big boys wear pants, right?
I am a big boy.
Sorry, what was that? My kid just walked in.
Are you ready to get this home test drive started?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
You thought I was talking to you.
I thought you were talking to me.
You have pants on though, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's corporate policy.
Find dealers offering home services on Auto Trader.
Combining the innovative energy of Dealer.com with the best of Cox Automotive, we're delivering unmatched expertise and unrivaled data. The complete digital marketing solution.
30 years, MetroTech Automotive has provided protection for your car. And for the past 15 years, MetroTech has supported the HeartBright Foundation as they have helped to protect your health. MetroTech cares about you.
Good evening. Great that you can all be here tonight. I'm a very lucky guy. I've had the opportunity to work with Claire and the team at HeartBright from the beginning in 2003 in a variety of different roles. But it's always been a very positive experience for me, and I hope for those of you who are here as well. The services that HeartBright provides to the community are unique. Although there are other underserved clinics in town, the niche that they fill is filled by no other. Their ability to deliver not just healthcare, but healthy living advice has been something that has changed lives over the years. I hope you all can feel that and believe that. I hope that you will be very generous tonight in your bidding to support them in a very tough year where they have continued their efforts despite what COVID has done. Cheers to you all. Bid well.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Kirk Kepler. I'm calling actually from the West Coast. Tom and Claire Blocker have been great friends of mine and my wife's for the last 30-some years. And just a little bit of story about HeartBright and my history with supporting HeartBright and Claire and Tom through their endeavors. Many years ago, Claire had a serious heart condition and realized that because of this heart condition, technology at the time didn't exist to be able to kind of help her through having the condition that she had, small blood vessels, and really not being able to get a lot of the standard medicine practices that were taking place in the early 2000s. Claire, after she got through that program, realized that a lifestyle change is probably the most significant thing you can do to help your condition and help you get better. And the epiphany Claire had, and Tom both, was, how can we help other people that don't have the fantastic healthcare coverage that, she enjoyed at the time, and being able to kind of get through these things and be a little preemptive about how you take care of yourself. In doing so, Claire formed HeartBright, hoping to be able to help just kind of one person one person at a time, maybe one a month or one a week. And since then, HeartBright has really expanded through the generous donations and participation from a lot of people in Charlotte and throughout the United States. And now she has over 7,300 people that they have helped really get a better lifestyle. Folks that are in the underserved community in particular, with the pandemic that's taking place right now, more so than ever, it's important that we get out to these folks and have the wherewithal to be able to do it. Healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, and being able to understand how they take care of themselves. My commitment to HeartBright has been one that ever since its inception, I have felt is probably the most important thing that I can donate to, that immediately I know the results are going to be clear and clean. It's not going to be tied up in administrative costs. 97 or 95% of what you donate goes directly to helping the people with the food pantry, with lifestyle changes, classes, and so forth. So I urge everybody to consider this fantastic organization. Tom and Claire, Paula and I love you and care about you a lot, and we plan on participating this year even more so. I'm kind of really excited. I don't have to fly all the way to Charlotte, and we can participate virtually with everyone else. And a shout out to Nicole for all she does for you. So I hope everybody well. Please consider this organization as something you really, really can get your arms around, and it's very important to the community. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic evening. Take care. Thanks. Bye.
Well, hello, everyone.
Everyone's doing great.
Welcome to the live auction for the HeartBright Foundation tonight. We're going to have some fun tonight. Just want to remind everybody that the silent auction will continue all night long till the end of the evening, so you can continue to bid on the silent auction. But we've got some awesome wines for them tonight.
I can't wait. This is going to be a fun night.
Got a great variety, a lot of fabulous wines. So before we get into our first auction item, I'd like to introduce our big heart sponsor. It's Cox Automotive, Mr. Ross Steyerwalt.
Thank you, Ross.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Chris. It's an honor being back up here representing the Cox Automotive family. We love supporting other family-owned businesses that give so much back to the local community. I want to say a special thank you to Claire and Tom Blocker. Claire, your passion and drive for this foundation is an inspiration to those around you. I also want to say thank you to Chris and Kristen Little for introducing us to this foundation well over a decade ago at this point. It speaks volumes seeing so many familiar faces here, and it directly relates to how important the HeartBright Foundation's goal is. This year has proven to be more challenging than ever. The pandemic's effects has disproportionately negatively impacted the participants that look to the HeartBright Foundation for help. And guess what? HeartBright is up to the task and have had their doors open every single day this year supporting those in need. This makes tonight's event more important than ever. Let's loosen up those shoulders. Let's get those paddles ready, or virtual clicks at this point, and let's make sure it's another night to remember. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ross. And Cox owns Auto Trader, Kelly Blue Book, Mannheim Auctions, big conglomerate, and they've been an awesome supporter of HeartBrite.
Thank you so much.
Our first wine tonight is a Robert Foley Claret 2014. We've got this beautiful etched bottle. So let's just hear from Robert Foley a little bit about this fabulous wine.
Thank you, Tom. It's always a pleasure to interact with you and Claire and be involved with the HeartBrite. The 2014 Claret is our Bordeaux blend. So it's a Cabernet-based wine, 80% Cabernet, 17% Merlot, and 3% Petit Verdot. The 2014 vintage was an interesting one. It was fairly early and fairly warm, which means that all of the grapes got thoroughly ripe. We just came out of one heck of a earthquake, so we were shaken, but not stirred, and the grapes ripened beautifully and came in with true expression of what we look for in thorough ripeness of these Cabernet and Merlot and Petit Verdot grapes. Perfect building blocks for me to blend what I think is the perfect Bordeaux blend. And since it's Kelly's favorite wine, I have to make sure I get it right every time. In a 3-liter bottle, this one has tremendous aging potential. We're looking at it at 6 years old. It probably can go for the rest of our lives, but surely a wine to be enjoyed. So once again, I'm speaking both for myself and for Kelly. We are always very happy to be involved with Claire and Tom and the HeartBrite Foundation. We strongly support and encourage the heart health movement, and we're very proud of what HeartBrite does for that movement and for the Charlotte community, which Kelly and I feel very much a part of. We're very connected to it, and we have many close friends and relationships there. So back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Bob. And, Bob talked about how well these wines drink when they're young. They do, but they also age extremely well. I just recently had a tasting of an 05 through 10 Foley Claret, and the 05 still drank like a baby, Chris. It was unbelievable. It was just fantastic.
The best. I'm telling you, he's the greatest.
But this is a 3-liter. It's an etched bottle. It's signed by Bob Foley. Fabulous bottle. You need to have this with some really good friends, like in the Bonterra wine cellar or somewhere like that. Starting bid's $1,000 on this fabulous bottle. So let's see what we can do here.
Get your clickers going.
Everybody fire it up and let's go. I put starting bids in. I didn't bid on all these wines. Those are just starting bids that we put we put on to get the ball rolling. So who'd like to step up and take this beautiful bottle of Foley home with them?
Anybody going on? Let's have a $1,000 3-liter etched. How we going? People keep them going. Keep it going. Keep coming. Keep going.
Fantastic bottle.
Yep.
And this wine, you can drink it today. You can drink it 10 years from now. It'll still be terrific. It's interesting that these wines that do so well when they're young can age so very well. And the Foleys are actually a great example of that.
Well, it's I think one of the better tasting wines. It really goes good, and I like Bonterra wine cellar. Or if we have to ship it somewhere, if somebody out,
absolutely,
we'll be glad to.
We'll get these wines to you if you're in the area.
Yeah.
I'll deliver it. If you're out of the area, we'll get it shipped to you. Yep.
Oh, good. Well, we're going to go and sit down and see what happens here. We opening bid of $1,000 and we'll keep rolling here. So we need to try to tell them so we can see who's bidding on here. We're not seeing that.
Don't see anything showing up yet.
So
I know there's a little bit of a delay.
Yep.
So we'll be patient. They keep cycling.
Yeah, the same thing. So, but anyways, hey, so we'll figure this out here in a second. So funny things about virtual wine tastings.
First one of these we've done. Yep.
the dead air of live TV. I mean, what do? You got to sit down and try to make the best out of it. But, a couple of things that we want to make sure is just let you know of we appreciate everybody taking their time out on Saturday to come and have a great dinner and have great family time and have some good wine. And we'll pull this thing through here. Looks like we're starting to get going here.
Pretty easy to bid. You can text. You can bid on your smartphone. You can bid on your computer.
They're getting this up right now, so just hold on one second here. Yeah, that's great. It's just live stuff. It happens.
Yeah.
You can get it mad or you can get over it.
Are they seeing some bids? Yeah.
Yeah, good. So,
okay. Nothing showing up.
All right.
Okay, we're going to set this aside and go to our second. And if we miss some bids on this, we'll come right back to it, of course. Our second wine tonight is a 6-pack of Schaefer Hillside Select. We've got a fabulous wood box of 6 Schaefer Hillside Selects from vintage 2006. John Schaefer is one of the absolute patriarchs of Napa Valley. Fabulous wines. You got a great wooden box here. The 06 was a wine that needed some time. Parker gave this wine 95 points. Suckling gave it 95 points. But they both said, give this thing 15 to 20 years. And it's 14 years old now, so it's ready to go. And the 06s in general needed a little bit of time. So starting bid on this one is $1,200. Let's see some bids come in on the Hillside Select 6-pack.
6-pack of Hillside Select. This is, I'm telling you, one of my favorite wines. And I haven't really had this one, the Hillside Select in the 06, but I'm sure it's going to be incredible. So let's hit the bids going. Keep it rolling.
Okay, we do have some bids on the claret there. So
good.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. We met John Schaefer out in San Francisco at a wine event. Chris and I were there. They actually do a Cabernet for connoisseurs. He was actually pouring his wine in the reception. He was pouring Hillside Select. And what a fine gentleman. He was just awesome. Really great to meet him. He just passed away recently. His son Doug has taken over. All of their wines are great. The Relentless, which is their Syrah blend, is one of the greatest Syrahs. It was Wine of the Year in Spectator 7 or 8 years ago. Their 1.5 Cabernet is a terrific cab. 1.5 is named for a generation and a half of Schaefer's. The TD9 is a great Merlot blend. That's named after his first tractor.
Yeah.
So, right.
So our bids here. Where we at? $1,200 as opening.
$1,200 is the opener. I think the bids are just a little slow to come up. I'm going to take a quick look here. We got 1,100 on the Foley now, so
good.
Bids are a little slow getting in, but
1,200.
Who's going to take this great box? We'll deliver it if you're local. We'll ship it if you're out of the area.
Any takers here? Jeff Adams, where you at? This is your things.
Okay, we're going to pause for a minute. We're having some technical difficulties, so we're going to sit tight for just a few minutes.
Everybody get another glass
having a
of
little
wine.
trouble getting the bidding going, so everybody sit tight. Enjoy your bottle of wine that you got. I think we had some Foley and some Switchback and some Burley, and I believe we had some Minor Oracle, so you should have a nice bottle of wine to be sipping on there.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for our
All right. Well,
okay, we're back. Apparently we had a little software glitch in the program, so we're using the same program now as the silent auction, so it should work fine. So we're back to the Hillside Select that we talked about earlier. We're taking bids, so let's give that another shot. Your bid should come through now. I think we've got the program working.
Good.
Sorry for the delay, everybody.
Things happen, but the worst thing happens, we'll be going to be just fine.
Yep.
So
you can still bid on the Foley Claret as well as the Hillside Select.
Good. All right, we're getting there.
This Schaefer's been one of my favorite California Cabernets for many, many years, probably since the late 90s. It's just a robust Cabernet, a real mouthful.
We're going to give it a couple more minutes here. They're putting this queuing up. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, well, I think the instant that we go through and, you can text in, but
read the text out there.
Yeah, so text a campaign to WS2020 to 76278, and we can get in from there. Or it looks like we're about to get popped in here. It's coming up.
Okay. Here we
Okay,
go.
we got Joe
Lot
Giggler.
one. We've just got a $2,000 bid
Mr.
on that
Giggler?
Robert Foley Claret. The first item up. Thank you very much, Joe Giggler. That's a terrific bid and a great bottle of wine. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
So lot two, the Schaefer. Looking for a bid on that Schaefer. 1,200 starting bid on that. And this stuff, I don't know if you've shopped for this lately, but it's $3.99 a bottle at the
Easily.
local wine shops
Yeah,
around
easily.
here.
And
So
there's six of them in here.
So
that's a good one. And
Yeah.
and I know I checked my phone when we were down a little bit. We see everybody can't get in, and we appreciate your patience here. And I look forward to. A lot of you said that you would buy it if you could drink it with us, Tom. And so we're gonna oblige them.
we've got a $2,300 bid on the Foley Claret. We got a $3,000 bid on the Schaefer Hillside.
Thank you. 3,100 on the Schaefer.
now. Looking
Now
good.
we're cooking
Now
with
we're
gas.
rolling. Now we're rolling. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank you for your patience. Sorry about the little glitch.
So
Yeah.
let's go to 32.
We're rolling.
We're
We're
getting
rolling.
some stuff going here.
All right.
Thank you very much.
22 on the
2,200.
Foley. 22. We're bidding two lots at the same time here. We knew somebody was going to jump on that Foley. That's
Heck
a
yeah,
wonderful bottle.
That's a great
Yeah.
bottle.
So Hillside Select got a great bid on that now.
Let's pull it up. Where we at with the Hillside Select?
Let's see that one again if we could roll
pull that
up.
up.
There you go.
Keep
Come
going.
on up with it. There we are.
A little bit more.
Keep going.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Modern
I saw
technology.
the bid a minute ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I know we've seen
Well, it
it.
looks like the Foley is 2,200. Joe Giggler's got that one. Great job. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. We'll deliver that one to you. Okay.
Lot two.
Kirk Hepler's got a $3,500 bid on the Hillside Select
Thank
on
you,
that
Kirk.
Schaefer. Thank you, Kirk.
Thank you very much.
It's a good looking bid. That's a great 6-pack of wine. And I just hope you'll
Wait.
open one when I come see you next time.
That's right. Wait until we get out there.
Yeah.
So
All right.
We're good.
So we're going to go ahead and close the bidding on this $3,500 bid. That's a terrific
Thank
bid
you,
on
thank
that.
you,
We
thank
do
you.
appreciate it. All right. Our next wine lot is a fabulous 3-liter Bond. Bond is actually a winery that was started by Bill Harlan. His objective in starting the Bond Winery is to have a fabulous Grand Cru style Bordeaux. And we've got it now. So here it is. right in front of us. Beautiful 3-liter bottle. This is the Bond Millberry. There are 5 vineyards within the Bond winery. They've got Quella, they've got Pluribus, St. Eden, all fabulous. The Millberry is up on Pritchard Hill. Fabulous Bordeaux blend. It's primarily Cabernet. These things are just, they're true cult wines in Napa Valley. So this one, we've got a starting bid of $1,500 on this one. It's a great 3-liter bottle. That's 4 bottles of wine.
Yep.
And I would say on this, it needs time. This is a 2010. Robert Parker says at least wait 7 to 10 years. So you're in the sweet spot of this wine right now. 10 years old, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to go right now. Big bottle of cult wine. Beautiful, beautiful Bond. The bottles are great. I did, with a good friend, make a mistake. We opened one that was only about 5 years old, and we really rushed it. And it's much better to have a little bit of age.
It's matured. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
So
saying
this
this
is
is
10
sweet
years
spot
old.
is where
It's ready
at
to
right
go.
now. So,
Ready to go.
it's
So
gonna
lot
be-
number 3, 2010 Bond Millberry. By the way, Robert Parker gave this thing 98 points.
Yep.
Absolutely loves it. And their wines typically all get huge scores like
They are.
that.
Everyone, James Suckling,
All
all those guys did this thing up. Back when they tasted it, they said it's a stunner right now, but you need to wait till 2017. That was in 2010 that they said that. So we're in 2020. So to Tom's point earlier, it's just right there at the point where it's
Ready
gonna
to
be big,
Ready to go.
big, huge. So we
Please
open this up
invite us
with what?
over when you open it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what was the bidding on this?
Okay, let's, I don't see anything up there. Can you ask them to roll that one up?
Yeah, we can roll it up.
Roll up lot 3 a little bit there so we can see if we got any. Yeah, there we go. Okay, auction lot 3. Bond Millberry 3 liters. Okay.
Opening bid was what, Tom?
$1,500.
$1,500.
$1,500 to
We
start.
have,
Okay.
so
All right, don't know if we're having difficulties or not there, but we got a bid.
Yeah, they're coming in
Okay,
now. They're
bids are coming. All right.
Good.
Sorry for the delays,
There we go.
folks.
So Foley went to 20.
3,700 for that hillside, 2,500 on the Claret 3-liter. That's awesome.
Yep, keep it going. That's all right.
They're coming up strong.
On the sheets here, so
Still waiting on the bond.
yeah.
There we go. We got
All right.
1501 on that, so we
All
got
right,
a minimum
David.
bid on it.
Thank you.
That's a great bid. We appreciate that. Fabulous bottle of wine.
That'll be
1,500 for that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to our lot number 4. The Millberry, $1,500 bid. Beautiful bottle of wine.
Keep those bids coming.
Next, we've got 100 Acre Wraith. We've got a 3-bottle box. It's a wooden box, 3 bottles of 100 Acre Wraith. Now, 100 Acre has 3 different vineyards: the Ark Vineyard, the Kaylee Morgan Vineyard, and the Few and Far Between Vineyard. This Wraith is a product of all 3 of those vineyards. It's a great blend from all 3 vineyards. So here's the real thing right in front of us. Beautiful wood box, 100 Acre, true cult wine. Robert Parker gives this 100 points. And he also says, if any wine can age 100 years, this is it.
Yep.
So 100 Acre is fabulous. We've had some 100 Acre the last couple years, and it's been a real winner. It's really sought after. It's really hard to get. And it is 100% Cabernet Sauvignon. Also, the owner of 100 Acre and winemaker, Jason Woodbridge, is apparently quite the character from what we understand.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's fairly outspoken and says what he thinks. And yeah.
So there we go, Tom. We're up at 1602 on the bid right now for 100 Acre.
And we're up to 1,900 on the
19
bond,
3,700.
1,600 on the 100 Acre Wraith.
Yes, sir.
Looking good there.
Yeah,
So
man. Yes, sir.
keep those coming.
Keep
Thank you
coming
very
in.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you very
100
much.
Acre.
Okay. 100 points from Robert Parker.
All right.
All right, the fifth lot tonight, and we're gonna come down out of the clouds. We've had some pretty fabulous wines here, some really high-end wines. We're gonna come down out of the clouds, and we're gonna go to something that's a little more moderately priced. This is a 2018 Fantasca Chardonnay. Fantastic Chardonnay. Heidi Barrett is a winemaker.
Right.
Heidi Barrett's very well known for Screaming Eagle and many other great wines, Dalla Valle and what have you.
Yep.
Fantastic. This wine is made in the characteristics of the best white Burgundies. It's a Carneros. It's a Sonoma Chardonnay, Russian River Valley Chardonnay, out of Russian River Valley in Sonoma. Fantastic wine. We'll start the bidding at $300 on that one,
All right.
and go from there. Fantasca Chardonnay. This is a great, and this is made in the white Burgundy style, so no oak. It's a very clean and crisp Chardonnay. And this is an etched bottle. It's a painted label, etched bottle, beautiful bottle, 3 liters. That's 4 bottles of wine. 4 bottles of wine. Fantasca Chardonnay. We got one bid in there. Somebody went.
Harvested from
Yeah.
select vineyards in the Russian River Valley. So
Heidi Barrett's wine. Great
there we go.
Chardonnay.
It's up at 500.
Great way to start a party. We've got a $500 bid on it. Keep them coming. That's a really, really nice bottle of wine.
Awesome job.
Yep.
All right. Let the bids keep coming. We can do
Okay,
a little
so
recap.
while we're in the French, and you can continue to bid, while we're in the French area, we've got 4 great Burgundies that we want to talk about here. We've got 2 white Burgundies and 2 red Burgundies. These are very representative of some of the greatest French Burgundies. They're all premier crus. We've got a Louis Jadot St. Alban Premier Cru, 2 bottles of that. That's the white Burgundy. And then we've got a 2009 Blogny, which is a red Burgundy. That's a Pinot Noir. Great wines. That lot is going to start at $400. Really reasonable starting price on those, $100 a piece.
Yeah.
Great way to get a nice sampler of some wonderful French Burgundies, white and red Burgundies.
So keep those bids coming. We need them going. 93 cents of every dollar helps Heartbright. And we need to? Okay, 93 cents of every dollar that we're giving helps support this community. And it's been a little tough now, so we need your help. So keep those bids coming in.
And Parker gave that, he gave that Pinot 93 points. So it's a really nice wine. These are great, very representative of the Burgundy region in France.
All right, let's see, get us an update here. So,
Okay.
All right. So 2,600 for the Claret, 3,700 for the Hillside.
Okay, still coming in, still bidding. 1,900 on the Melberry, we see.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. We've got our first bid on the Louis Jadot and the Blagny there.
Thank you very much.
Starting off a little over 400. This is a real bargain. It's really a bargain. So, okay, so let's move on to the next lot. Our next lot is not just a wine lot. Our friend John Duncan at Bonterra Restaurant has offered up his wine cellar, dinner in the wine cellar for 8. So JD has got a little something to say to us. So take it away, Mr. Duncan.
All right. Thanks, Tom and Chris. Good evening, everybody. Good to see you. Glad you're in the house. This has been a tough year, but we look forward to supporting Heartbright and Claire and the team. We're not going to let a pandemic stop us from helping the community out along with Heartbright. So again, this year we're doing dinner for 8 in the wine cellar, and it looks like it's going to be great. We've been working with the Bonterra team and the service team, going to create some great new fun things this year. Should be great, and look forward to everybody getting those virtual paddles high in the air and supporting Claire and the team. We're ready. So, and Chris and Tom, if you get a bidding war between a couple of people, let's just do a second one like we always do. Everybody have a great night. Have fun.
All right.
Now, the Bonterra dinner, we've actually come up with a beautiful Magnum of Switchback Ridge. You want to tell us about that? It's a 2014
and don't forget, it's
anniversary
an anniversary
edition.
blend that she came in, and actually she's tasted this with us at Valentine and also at the Heartbright deal. We've had this. She's had it. So we have a 2014 anniversary blend that we're going to be able to provide with JD's. And don't forget, you got to get the fried lobster tails at JD's. That's their signature deal that they have. We eat there a lot and love the place, and they're obviously a huge supporter of us.
Starting bid's $1,000 on that for dinner for 8 with this nice Magnum of Switchback wine. And this particular one is a Merlot cab. It's 60 Merlot 40 cab. Some of her, the previous anniversary edition was a 60 cab 40 Merlot. So it's a great wine. I've had it. It's fantastic.
Did a great job with it.
Fantastic.
And I know some of you have been there to JD's place. They always do a great job for us, and they make everybody feel like
we got more bids coming in on that 100 acre.
Yep.
3,500 on that. That looks good.
Yeah. Well, we're having.
Sorry about our little bit of choppiness here, but we're doing the best. We got a $1,600 bid on the Bonterra wine dinner with this nice bottle. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. I'm sorry we don't have your name. This software kind of pits that out, but we do appreciate you bidding. Appreciate you jumping up, and this makes a big difference. Keep in mind, by the way, I didn't mention this, but all of these wines were donated to Heartbright. So what you bid, when you bid $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, whatever you bid, that money goes straight to work for Heartbright.
Right.
We get the benefit of the whole thing. So thank you very much for those bids. So we last saw a $1,600 bid on that.
Claret's doing good. I mean, 3,700. 100 acres, 3,500.
Fantasca's up to 650. That's a great bottle.
That's great. Look at 1,700.
1,700. We got a $1,700 bid there.
They price is right at you. They do $1 over on the price.
We're supposed to do a $100 minimum there.
Yeah, that's okay.
On the bump, but
$50. All right.
Okay. Looks like Amy Gock is at 1,700 on that.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Way to go. Way to go.
Appreciate it.
We're not getting the names real consistently, but that looks great.
Popped through.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to hold it open just for a little bit longer. All right, we're up to 1,800 now. We've got an 1,800. Amy Gock has bumped that thing up to $1,800. She wants to have dinner in that wine cellar. Amy, I hope you'll invite us.
Yep.
We'd be happy to be there. All right, well, let's park this one.
Okay.
The bidding stays open, but we're going to set this one aside. Thank you very much, John Duncan. He's been a great partner to Heartbright. The 17 previous soiree and wine auction events have been held at Bonterra Restaurant. Okay, so this next one we're gonna jump back into the stratosphere here. It's a 1.5 liter, a Magnum of Harlan Estate. This is 2012 Harlan Estate. Robert Parker gave this boy 99 points. Fabulous wine. Harlan is a true cult wine. And Parker said to give it at least 4 and 5 years before you drink it. And of course, it's 8 years old now. So we've already got some bids, I believe, going on that. So yeah, we got a 1503 in it. We started at 1,500. Somebody's just bumping us by a couple bucks there, but this is a fabulous wine. Harlan is going on the shelves. It's $1,000 a bottle
easily,
and this is 2 bottles of wine right here. So this thing ought to at least go for $2,000.
Yep,
it's a terrific bottle of Harlan. I don't know. Some of you that were at the Heartbright soiree a couple of years ago, we had a big double mag, a 3 liter of Harlan that was corked. We weren't able to auction it, so we poured it into decanters and we just served it. And if there was ever a true 100-point wine, that was an 07. And it absolutely just
99 from Parker and
rung
also
the bell.
98 from James Suckley, and it says wait till 2020 and it's going to be a rock star on this deal when this was made.
All right, we got our $2,000 bid on the Harlan now, so
good.
That's looking good. That's a great bottle of wine. Great bottle of wine.
Bonterra Wine Room went up to 2,100, Tom.
2,100 on Bonterra, so the bids are still coming in. We'll
Yeah.
take them.
Awesome.
We wish we could do this like in a live auction when we know who the winner
Yeah.
is, but it's not working that way. So we're going to roll with the punches here and do the best we can.
Excellent job. 100 acre, 3,500.
All right.
3,700 on the Schaefer Hillside. 2,600 on the Claret. Thank you.
Okay. So we're keeping all alive until the end of the show.
Yeah.
You can still bump a bid
That's right.
until we're done. So thank you for the bid on that. $2,000 bid looks good. The next lot that we're going to bring up is a Chateau Montelena. It's a 6-pack of Chateau Montelena. Their premium wine is the Chateau Montelena Estate. So this is the Estate Cabernet. It's from Calistoga. It's a beautiful Cabernet from Calistoga. This one scored 92 points in Wine Spectator, and it's an absolutely terrific wine. Each wine is individually boxed, and Chris is going to take them out of the box. And actually, we've got a nice little piece that goes with it that explains the wine. Fantastic 6-pack of Chateau Montelena. I believe we already had a bid on that, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody jumped on that one early. Looking for it.
Yep. It's coming back, Tom, right there. 1,500.
There we go. We got a $1,500 bid on the Chateau Montelena. Thank you for that. Fabulous
6
Cabernet.
bottles.
Yeah. By the way, Chateau Montelena that's the winery that won the Judgment of Paris back in 1973. Their Chardonnay shocked the world by winning the Judgment of Paris. The movie Bottle Shock was made after that, but they're the famous winery that kind of set the world afire by winning the great wine of the year, the Judgment of Paris. And the French winemakers were absolutely shocked by that.
1,700 right now, Tom.
Yeah, 1,700.
Love to
That's a
see
great
this thing
bid on
get
that. Thank you for
$2,000
that.
to keep it going. $2,000 for it. It'd be good.
Great bid on the Montelena. Yeah. So we're going to keep the bid
Bids
open
going.
through the evening, until the auction is completely finished. Since we had a few glitches getting them in, but remember you can text.
Yep, I have it here so that we do it. WS2020 to 278 and help bid on these deals. You certainly can. Then follow
bid by text.
Yep, and then follow the prompts after you get off the text, and it'll take you right to it.
All right. We got another bid on the Montelena, so they're still coming in. Thank you very much. It's a great little 6-pack of wine.
I do. It's pretty cool too. It's all
Yeah.
laid out and tells
Very
you all
nice little
about it.
box. Nice map of the winery.
Yeah, very interesting. All right.
Okay, we're gonna work our way back to France here. Lot number 10, we've got a 2008 Louis Latour Corton Charlemagne. It's a Grand Cru white Burgundy. Parker says about this Grand Cru white Burgundy, this shows how well a Chardonnay can age. It's a 2008, which is kind of unusual for a Chardonnay. And then we've got a 2011 Thibault Ligier Belair red Burgundy Pinot Noir. And Parker gave it 92 points. He gave the
Spectator did
Chardonnay
too.
94 and this one 92. So we'd like to get a 350 bid on this to start, the Louis Latour and the Thibault, two beautiful French Burgundies, a red and a white Burgundy. Nice contrast there. And keep in mind, all these were donated, so the proceeds go straight to Heartbright. They go to work for all of our patients, to the folks in great need. All right.
Oscar.
All right, we got a $500 bid on that.
Yeah, thank you very
$500.
much.
Thank you, Oscar. That's a good bid.
Yes, I appreciate it.
It's a good bid. That'd fit right into that. This one would nestle in nicely to Oscar's cellar, I'm sure. Okay.
Great job.
So two very nice bottles of wine. Thank you very much for the bid on that. The bidding will continue. We've got 4 more wine lots, but before we get to them, it's kind of been our tradition to not everybody ends up getting a bottle of wine in the auction, and we like for everybody to be able to kind of play. So one of our great physicians, one of our wonderful volunteer physicians, of which we have about 33 now at Heartbright, Dr. Todd Griffith, has got a message that he'd like to deliver about our Raise the Paddle and why HeartBright means so much to him and means so much to us.
Tom and Chris, thank you for that. Well, everyone, 2020 has been quite a year for all of us. And that is certainly true at HeartBright. I want to highlight some things that have been going on the clinical and patient care side for you. Because as all of you are aware, despite upheavals to just about everything in all of our lives, health concerns, financial concerns don't take a break on anyone. And those concerns, in fact, intensify stress levels on the most vulnerable people in our society. Since the pandemic started, patient care at HeartBright has not stopped. Some highlights of what's going on include rising numbers of referrals from the hospital on the order of greater than 40% from pre-pandemic levels. HeartBright's distributed over $50,000 worth of glucometers to our patients since the start of the pandemic. Additionally, food resources have been made available to our patients when they need them and when they're available through HeartBright. And in-person patient care has resumed within the past several months for everyone's benefit, I think. In all, I think 2020 for all of us has really done more to highlight the fact that we are our brother's keeper. And it seems to me that a little of that has been lost in this country right now. I said I wouldn't do this. I did it before. It's just normal for me. And at HeartBright, one of the benefits all of us who participate get is actually participating in that relationship with the vulnerable members of our society who are increasing in number, not decreasing. So tonight, we celebrate being together in these unusual circumstances, in these unusual times that I, for one, would never like to see again. And thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for your generosity that keeps us all going. And keep in mind, as we go through the evening, that everything you do tonight in terms of financial support goes to serving those in our community who don't have the means that all of us do. And for that, all of us involved in tonight are eternally grateful and thankful for your participation. With that, I'll stop. And Tom and Chris, back to you. We'll stop the maudlin bit now and let's have a little fun, shall we? Thank you, everyone.
Man.
Wow. So thank you, Dr. Griffith. And
pretty powerful.
Thank you, everybody. We've got donations coming in. Mr. Ed Brown and his wife Jan have been huge supporters. $25,000, just awesome. Every amount you donate here goes right to work. So thank you, whether it's $50 or $100 or $500 or $1,000 or whatever, it goes straight to work. I've already seen some $1,000 donations. Dr. Roberts, George Revington, thank you. We appreciate every bid. This money goes straight to work for HeartBright.
Yeah, we want to remind everybody that you can text keyword WS2020 to 76278 and then follow the prompts. And we hope you give till it hurts. That's one of the things that I love to do is to give to the hurt, give till it hurts. But a couple things that are in your program, I just want to reiterate before we ask for your help in this. But the HeartBright, the program reached over 5,400 people a week in 2020. I'm not stuttering. 5,400 plus people a week are coming into HeartBright that need help. 1 in 10 people in our area die from limited access to health care services for chronic disease. 120 new patients are referred to us from local agencies every week. 91% of our patients are below the poverty level, even
$25,000 from Joe Giggler.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, Joe. You're awesome. You're such a great supporter in many ways to HeartBright. We appreciate it.
It costs us $50.
Appreciate
And this
all
is
the donations.
real, I really want you to pay on $50 to treat one patient for an entire year. So every dollar helps us and helps this clinic go. This is our big fundraiser event for the year. It helps fund the clinic for the whole year. And so we want you to give till it hurts. So what can $100 do? You can treat 2 patients for a year. You can provide a Thanksgiving meal for 5 families of 4 for $100. Feed a family of 4 fresh produce for 2 months. So we'd like to always start, and it's just been our tradition for the last few years. Yeah, if you don't ask for it, you don't get it. But we love to ask for the $25,000 donation. We had Joe Giggler and Ed Brown and Jan Brown donate. Thank you so much for that. Is there anybody else out there that would like to donate at $25,000 level?
We got lots of bids coming in. We're up to 53.5
It's
already.
really, really cool what's going on. Remember, you can text to WS2020 at 76278 and follow the prompts, and then click that button and go. Anybody would like to give $20,000 to us? We'd love to see you. Thank you. We'll drop down to $15,000. Please give till it hurts. We'll drop to $10,000.
There we go. There's a $5,000 donation.
Kurt.
Thank you very much. Yep.
We'll go to $5,000. If you have it in your heart to give $5,000 to help this clinic, we sure would appreciate it. And then let's go to $2,500. And then
tonight you're helping the folks that are uninsured, underinsured, many unemployed now. They're the people that were most affected by the pandemic. They're the working poor of Charlotte. They don't have the means that we have, and it's fabulous that all of you are being so generous tonight to help these folks.
Now, where we always get the big bounce is the $100 area. So if you can spare it, please give it, and we'll get back to the auction here and get going. It's just going to stay open, and remember, just keep
stay open.
Yeah. Yeah,
63.5 already. So thank you, everyone.
68.5. Tom.
Yeah, there you go. 68.5. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly, for your $5,000 bid.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you very
Try
much.
to read a few of you here. Mr. Hepler, thank you for the 5130. Appreciate it. Travis, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it. Carfax.
Thanks, sir.
Best vehicle history reports in the company. David Porter, thank you so much. All the help you give us.
We're going to leave this open. You can still continue to bid. Thank you, Chris and Kristen Little. There's a beautiful donation from you guys. We appreciate that.
Mr. Kessel, thank you.
Your wife's busy over there.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. She's got the best texting fingers in the world.
Yeah.
Tom.
All right.
So, thank you, George. Appreciate it.
We're going to move on to the next wine lot. The Raise the Paddle stays open. So we appreciate every donation we get here. We got a couple of wild card bottles here right now. We've got a 73 Chateau Lafite Rothschild and an 81 Chateau Lafite Rothschild. Now, it's hard to say what these things are worth. They're bringing money all over the map at international wine auctions. But I saw we already had a bid.
Yeah.
I believe we had a 500. I didn't even put a minimum on these. I think we had a $500 bid already on
I'm going to scroll down for us here.
Let's see.
Pulling it up. We're just getting through with the Raise the Paddle, Tom. They're putting the thing back up on us.
Yeah, we got a $700 bid on these two. If you're brave enough to go for a couple of these old Bordeaux's, these are classic left bank Bordeaux's, predominantly Cabernet, classic Bordeaux. Chateau Lafite, one of the most famous. Rothschild and Margaux are from that region. Fabulous wine.
I've had one Rothschild, and it was fabulous. So I'm not the expert on that. I'm more of a California guy. So, it's I'd love to try it with you. I'm not scared. Let's put it that way. So.
So we're up to $800 now on those two.
Yeah.
On those two. Somebody's brave out there. I'm, you know, you never know about an old one, how well it's going to be. These have been cellared,
I
so
mean, they're perfect. Yeah. I mean,
they're not corked, but you know, and the French wines, the Bordeaux, have a great reputation for aging, and I guarantee you that 81 is still really good, and I bet the 73 still drinks.
I bet the 73 is good. So
okay, good.
All right,
well, thank you for the bids on those. We'll move on to the next lot, number 12. These are wines that are near and dear to our hearts here at Heartbright. We've got a Burley Trio. Hank and Bernice McCrory's beautiful Burley Winery out in Coombsville. These wines are fantastic. We've got a Burley Special Select, a Burley Cabernet, and a Burley Ciandre Ciandre Winery, which is one of their newest vineyards that they're pulling grapes from. These folks have been great friends to Heartbright. We've had wine dinners with them.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they just lost their home out in Napa to the fires. Beautiful home burned completely to the ground. So please keep that in mind. If you need wine, you can order wine from out of any of the wineries out in California. Please do so to help some of these Napa wineries that have had a tough time. But anyway, we've got these three fabulous Burleys. Some of you got Burley wine with your dinner tonight. We're going to start the bidding at $350 on these. I've got these in my cellar. They're all absolutely excellent. So let's go on the Burley.
So I'd like to see Jeff Adams. This is for you. And you need to get in
there
here.
You go.
And start
there we got a 801.
Oh, wow.
Tom Hughes, Melanie Wilson jumped on it there.
Wilson.
So, yeah, there you go. There you go. These are awesome, awesome wines. Awesome wines. Yeah.
All right.
Burley Trio. The Special Select is absolutely fabulous. And, you know, 16 was an absolutely spectacular year. And,
all right. The Gox went to 900.
Here we go. We're up to 900 now. Up to $900. You won't regret that.
No,
These
not
things,
one bit.
you can drink them today and they'll age. I had an 06 Burley just recently that was absolutely fabulous. So they drink well when they're young and they drink well. And this is the newest edition. The Ciandre vintage is the newest addition to the Burley family, and it's great. And it's the least expensive of all.
Thank you very much, Oscar.
Oscar Grooms is up to $1,000. Thank you very much, Oscar. Yeah, these things are fantastic. All right. Well, thank you for your bids on the Burley, and here again, we'll keep the bids open until the end of the evening. But those are great bids on our Burley wines. Lot number 13. We're going back to Harlan Estate. We've got two bottles. One is a Harlan Estate 2010. The other is a Harlan the Maiden, which is their second label. These are fabulous wines. The Harlan is, it retails for $1,000 consistently around the country, and the Maiden retails for $250, $300. So these are great wines. We're selling them in a duo. So let's see some bids come in, starting at $1,000. By the way, Parker gave the Estate 98 points. James Suckling gave it 100. So once again, these Harlans are always winners. 2010 was an excellent vintage.
Ideal star of the show.
And it's ready. I mean, 10 years old. It's absolutely prime. So let's see what we got here on the Harlan.
I'm trying to pull in on 1,500.
Harlan Duo. We've got a $1,500 bid.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Oscar. Yeah, that's a nice bid on that one.
That's awesome for that. And then we'll do that. Anybody else got something?
Harlan Estate and a Maiden. Beautiful little pair.
1,700 coming in.
The Maiden actually has a really nice label as well, as does Harlan. They've got a classic label. Yeah. This is a classic cult cab. Jim Kelly just jumped on that for $1,700.
Yeah, I just saw that pop up.
That's a great bid on those two Harlans. Beautiful wines. Beautiful wines.
Yep. We're watching the things coming in. Thank you so much for your bids.
Joe Giggler just bumped it up to $1,800. So Joe'd like to have a taste of Harlan.
We got a $2,000 bid on it now, Tom. It just came in. It'll refresh.
There we go. All right.
So thank you very much.
Harlan
Yep.
Duo up to $2,000.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
there we
sir.
go.
It should. I mean, you know, the bottle itself, so if you can get it, it's $1,000+ a piece.
You know, and some of these wines,
Yeah.
the bottles
Thank
are so
you,
beautiful
Oscar.
that once you drink them, you're going to want to keep the bottle on your
Absolutely.
shelf in your, in your dining room. They're great display pieces. So we got a $2,000 bid
right.
now on the Harlan
2,100,
Duo.
Tom.
2,100 now.
Yep.
2,100.
2,100. Let's go to 2,500. Come on, let's get 2,500 on these. Those are that's
This is our last Harlan lot.
Yeah, that's the
There we're
start
at 21.
There's the start of show here.
We're
These
at
things
21.
are. I
Last
love.
Harlan lot.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for the bids on these.
Thank
We're going to move on to the next lot. You can continue to bid until we close down tonight. Our next lot, our 14th lot, is a Vine Cliff private stock, and it's 2 bottles. It's a Magnum and a bottle of Vine Cliff private stock 2013 vintage Cabernet. And this is the 16 rows. So here they are right in front of us. They call it their 16 rows. The first 16 rows of the vineyard are the most mature grapes in their vineyard. So they make their highest end private stock wines. Spectator gave these 94 points. So there's a mag and a bottle. These are painted labels. They're really, really attractive bottles, really nice bottles. So for a mag and a bottle, we're going to start the bidding at $500. These are 2 great cabs, 94 points in Wine Spectator.
Oakville.
94 points in Wine
Oakville.
Spectator. Yep.
Wonderful bottles. Trying to get my bearing here. Give everybody updates. The Bonterra Wine Room's at 2,100. The 12 Magnum Harlan's at 2,600. 14 Chateau Montelena. Just missed that. The Harlan Duo is up to 2,201.
Vine Cliff, we got a $650 bid
way
on
to go.
that. That's a nice
Thank you.
bid.
Way
Thank
to
you
go.
very much. Yep. Now an $800 bid on that one. Yep.
3,700 for the 6-pack of Schaefer Hillside Select. Thank you so much. Bond is up to 1,900. The Montelena is up to 2,000. Man, that's a great deal for those bottles of wine. I love that. David Porter,
And there we
thank
go.
you.
We're up to 800 now.
Thank you, Mr.
800
Porter.
on that. It's a beautiful Oakville Cabernet, 94 points. Great wine. I've not had it.
I hadn't either.
Parker likes it. Spectator likes it.
They're pretty good at telling you what's good.
They are. They are.
So they're
Yeah.
pretty good about that.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Thank you so
Vine
much.
Cliff private stock. Up, we got a $1,000 bid now. Thank you.
Thank you.
These bottles are just, they're beautiful to have sitting around. I mean, they're nice painted labels, beautiful bottles, and a great wine. Okay.
$1,000 now, Tom.
$1,000.
Oscar, thank you.
Thank you very much, Oscar Groom.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Right.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move into our last wine lot here, and we've saved the biggest to last. This is a 6-liter Switchback Ridge Cabernet. It's a 2010 Switchback Ridge Cabernet. Kelly Peterson is the owner, proprietor of Switchback Ridge. They grew grapes for years. Now they make fabulous wine. So we're going to hear from Kelly. She wants to talk a little bit about this beautiful 6-liter bottle of 2010 Cabernet.
Thanks, Tom and Chris. I'm so happy to be with you all this evening virtually in support of the HeartBright Foundation. I've missed all my Charlotte friends. We have a 2010 6-liter bottle of Switchback Ridge Cabernet Sauvignon up for auction. These bottles are extremely special and rare. This bottle is one of only 6 produced. Beautifully etched and hand painted. I remember pouring the 2010 as a special library vintage at one of my HeartBright dinners, and the wine was just showing absolutely beautifully. It was actually wine of the night. So I'm excited to see it's up for auction. Bid it up as high as you can go. Again, extremely rare. In a year like 2020, I think the bigger the bottle, the better. So good luck this evening. I love you, Claire. I love the Heartbright Foundation, and I look forward to seeing all my Charlotte friends next year. Take care, be safe. Cheers. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Kelly. She's great. She's a great friend of Heartbright. We've done a number of wine dinners with Kelly Peterson and Switchback Ridge. We love it. Matter of fact, Chris and I are going to have us a glass of Switchback Ridge
Man, I
here.
deserve it. I'm nerves are shot with all this
Winding
not
down.
working. I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But thank you for your patience.
All
It's
right,
been
so
really
we got
great.
some great bids coming in on this nice 6-liter, and that's 8 bottles of wine. We've got a $21.50 bid on it right now. 8 bottles of wine. So Melanie's looking to have a big party
I
with
like
a lot
that.
of friends there. Wonderful, wonderful bottle of wine. I hope you invite me, please, when you open that thing.
It's a beautiful bottle.
Yeah. And
I
it's
mean,
an etched bottle with a painted label.
I think you heard what
Beautiful
she said.
etch.
She just did 6.
Yeah.
Is that what she said? 6 of those, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
I think she said in the video.
Yeah, only 6 of these were
Yeah,
done.
so that's,
and, let me say too, Switchback drinks so well young. A lot of us aren't able. I'm rarely able to keep one.
Yeah, everyone
because
goes-
I drink it up while it's young. But
like we say in our house, if you can't finish a bottle of wine, you have a drinking problem.
But the 2010 is fabulous. We got some 09 from her library edition, and it drank absolutely beautifully. Okay, we got a $22.50 bid now.
All right.
On this big 6-liter Switchback.
We're going to David and Lisa's. We're going to go to David and Lisa's house. Drink this thing.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Last wine lot of the night.
Yep. Come on, give.
Right.
Hit it. Hit some buttons.
$22.50.
Wow.
Great bottle of wine. Great way to finish the evening. Okay.
$22.75. Somebody's playing with a quarter. We need to get all our Manheim people in here to get in here and auction this off here. So
yeah, we were supposed to put $100 bump in, and apparently our software went a little.
But everybody's price is right.
But whatever.
Everybody.
That's fine.
Hey,
we appreciate the bids. We appreciate everybody.
$50 helps everybody.
Yeah, we appreciate them. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, the bidding can continue until we shut it down after the event's over with. So thank you, everybody, for your fabulous bids. We really want to thank you for attending tonight. So the ladies are going to join us. My little bride, Claire, and Miss
Cheers.
Kristen.
Miss Kristen.
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
It's been a great night.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
You know, it's so wonderful when those of us that have the wherewithal can have an event like this and donate so generously to an organization like Heartbright, because Heartbright is truly impacting the underserved community, the underinsured community. And, our people get hope and help from the Heartbright Clinic. And this is what keeps it alive. So you're all donating to that. So thank you so much for your help. I've got a little something I wanted to kind of end with. I just recently saw this, and back in 1990, when the Voyager 1 spacecraft was flying out of our solar system, it was 3.7 billion miles from Earth. Carl Sagan, the famous astronomer, had them turn the camera around and take a picture of Earth. And Earth barely filled up like 1 pixel on the film. It was unbelievable. I mean, it's just a tiny, he called it the pale blue dot. And I'd like to just read his words. He did a speech about it. And I think it just kind of puts the world into perspective. You know, we're all kind of struggling with this year with the pandemic and the acrimony that we've had politically, throughout the last several years. And this kind of puts the Earth in perspective. So from way out there at 3.7 billion miles, it looks like an insignificant speck. So I'm going to read Carl's words. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, every hopeful child, every inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. So this kind of underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, which is the only home we've ever known. End of sermon. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you all.
Cheers. Thank you,
Appreciate
everybody.
Thanks, Jeff Jenkins. We've seen
Thank
you on there.
everyone for
Thank you, buddy.
support. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you.